someone walking or someone looking for us down there. Anyway, quick disclaimer, we're not here to cause alarm, distress or intimidation. We're here to exercise our right under the freedom of speech of peaceful protest here in the UK. That's what we intend to do here today, a complete lawful protest. But we've been at this facility this morning and we put pressure on for about an hour and a half. We have left and now we are surprising them by coming back. Sometimes this works an absolute treat with these people because as soon as they feel the cameras go, there was support, by the way, from someone just then.
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
As soon as they feel the cameras go, they feel like, great, the activists have gone, we can carry on. But uh-oh, the activists are back. Here we come again, round two.
Who's that?
We are ready to go for as long as necessary.
Yeah, what's up, Owen? Thanks for being here again.
We're ready to go for as long as necessary for the animals. The whole time the killing machine keeps turning, we'll keep grinding and working away here.
Yes.
No problem at all. We need to outwork these industries, and that's what we're here to do today.
100%. Keep sharing, guys, because we just done a live. People won't expect us to do a second live, so please keep sharing. We're back.
Yeah,
so they may have got comfortable that we left.
Share the live in any group chats you've got. Double tap the screen, like the live.
What's up, Alex? Thanks for coming back.
Let's get it going. Come on, let's put the pressure on these people.
Right. Okay,
We will not allow these animals to die in silence and suffer in these horrible places.
No security this time. No security
No
this
security.
time.
No security. Right, guys, we're back. Surprise, round two live stream. They thought we left. We are not leaving the whole time. Animals are being killed in this facility behind us today. As you're coming in the live stream, this is a brand new live. So although we've got our amazing, awesome vegan activist friends in here, new non-vegans will be coming in. We want ones in the chat for the vegans. We want twos in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to why we're here and the conversation. And I want threes in the chat if you believe that animals don't matter and you can exploit them however you see fit. We're here today to have a presence outside the front, off of the back of Alex to Activism, notifying us about the FSA breaches that took part here in June in an audit where 6 major non-compliances were found by the FSA, which gave them a general satisfactory score, resulting in a 3-month return. Yet, looking at the data sets between Alex, Mel and myself, no return has been recorded by the FSA, and them data sets are updated monthly. Why? 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but you're open to the conversation, 3 if you don't care about animals. Double tap the screen. Let's get the live stream pumping because animals are coming here today. It's been very busy this morning.
Yeah,
We've stepped away for about half an hour. We've just come back. There's going to be more and more animals coming here. I can smell the kill floor from where I'm stood. The gate behind me is the gate where the animals will be going in. Stay on this live stream. If you stay on this live stream for 15 minutes, you will leave this live stream a different person than when you came to the live stream. Double tap the screen, guys. Share this. Share it into your friend groups. Share it on any social media groups. Let's get as many people into this live stream as we can for the animals.
What's just happened, Steve? What we've just done?
We have just been outside here for the morning documenting animals being brought inside here to die. We've shown the general public the lies that the industry won't show them. We've explained to them the indoctrination and the conditioning that the industry has put upon you as the consumer. And we're here to undo that conditioning and undo them lives. Double tap the screen if you want to hear why we're doing it and you want to hear more. Now, we've been here all morning putting the pressure on and now we've left. We left for half an hour. What happens typically in these places, when you turn up as an activist, all we have is a camera, right? But it scares the industry so much, they phone the haulage companies, they phone the farmers, and they say, don't come just yet. The activists are outside the front. The activists are here. Just hold on for 1 minute. Press 1 if you're vegan in the chat. 1 in the chat for vegans. 2 in the chat for non-vegans. 3 in the chat for people who don't care about animals. So they hold up the haulage companies. They hold up the farmers. Double tap, subscribe, and like this stream, guys. Now ask yourself, why do they hold up the farmers? Why do they not want the consumer? That's you, by the way. Why don't they want you to see the reality of this industry? Because if you're a good person and you care, when you see the reality of dairy mothers being brought inside here pregnant because they've been exploited for their body secretions to be killed, you're going to think, no way am I paying for that again. No way would I want to be part of that dairy industry. So I'm leaving that industry. I'm going vegan immediately. Double tap the screen, guys. In fact, if the chat's going to move fast, let's flood the chat with the green hearts if you're vegan, flood the chat with the red hearts if you're not vegan, and flood the chat with black, cold, stone-like hearts if you are anti-vegan. For context of you joining this live stream right now, the smell here is horrific. It smells like death. There's metallic, iron, blood smell in the air. It's horrible. And I've got a ridiculously blunt, terrible human nose.
I'm just going to chuck the camera up because I think they might just spot me back. Here you go, if you take that, just so we can see, because I want to see how they react to us coming back, so don't think
quick, they're moving, they're gone.
No. There'll probably be some activity in here now.
Ah, they're gone. They're gone.
They're gone?
Yeah, they're gone.
All right, I'll stand here, keep talking, because then if I can capture them if...
Basically, guys, for context of the video, what just happened there is the workers inside identified that we were back at the front. As expected, when we left, they probably all chatted to themselves, activists have gone now, business as usual, carry on. All of a sudden, they find that we're back. Oh, hang on, the activists are back. Absolutely, we're back. Double tap the screen and we'll tell you why we're back. Green hearts for vegans. Red hearts if you're not vegan, but you're open to the conversation. Black cold hearts if you don't care about animals. Or same system, 1, 2, 3. 1 for vegans, 2 for non-vegans who are open, 3 for people who don't care about animals. Guys, I want to make this point to any non-vegans coming in. We're not here to clash with you. We're not here to argue with you. We're not against you. No way are we against you. We're here because we're trying to inform you of the education that we received, that you do not need to be personally responsible for animals being executed for optional products. You don't need it, so therefore there's no necessity, there's no justification, right? So remove yourself from industries that exploit animals.
We've got a lot of red hearts in the room.
Load of red hearts. Red hearts, thank you all for being in here. And I mean it when I say we're not here to judge you. You got a good opportunity right now. Put your conversations in your chats and questions in the chat. And if we can, we'll answer them. Now look, security is having to come back. They thought we were gone for the day, right? You thought that we'd left. Oh no. The whole time you're killing animals, we will be here. We will be present. We will be a constant reminder of what happens in this place is unethical, it's immoral, it's unjust, it should never have happened, it should not be allowed to happen. Animals should be given freedom, they should not be given commodification, numbers, chains, shackles, and confinement. 1 in the chat, guys, if you are vegan. 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to the conversation about being vegan. 3 in the chat if you don't care about animals. And everybody coming in, double tap the screen. Now, the first wave of animals have come through this gate today to die. And personally, I can smell them right now that they have been killed. Now, we've got movement behind this green gate here. This green gate that you can see on the screen, this is supposed to run on an automatic system, an electric system. They press a button, the gate will go back, and then the gate comes forward. As soon as activists turn up, they have to come and put this gate on a manual system, which means that the security guards have to come and push it and pull it back into position. They do that because they do not want an extra millisecond being shown to the public, because what happens when the public see the reality of this, they go vegan and they lose profits. Double tap the screen, guys, like this stream, subscribe, hit the bell notification. We go to slaughterhouses every week, number of times per week. We'll show you chickens, we'll show you pigs, we'll show you cows, lambs, sheep. We'll show you all these animals as they go in their last moments. If you are anyone with a heart, when you see animals going in to die, it affects you, right? It affects me. I know what happens. I'm vegan. I've already removed my support for this violence. I come here for them. I don't want to be here. I come here because they need me to defend them with my voice, with my freedom, with my bodily autonomy. They need every ounce of my energy to be jumping up and down and shouting to you, the consumer who does care. They need me to be their voice because no one else is listening. No one else is showing them. Guys, put hearts in that chat. Green hearts if you're vegan. Put red hearts if you're not vegan, but you're open to what we're doing here today. And put black hearts in there if you don't care. If that chat's moving fast, flood it so that we know the majority of them colors, whether it's black, whether it's red, or whether it's green. We will show you what the industry won't want you to see. You will see stuff here today that the industry try and hide from you. Why do you think that these walls have got spikes on the top? Why do you think there's so much CCTV here? Why has it all got this green cladding? Why can you not see inside as a member of the public? Now, I want you just to consider that the food standard, right, the British standard, it prides itself on this humane, high welfare and loving farmers who love their animals and all the other bullshit, right? Now, if they were so proud, if they were so happy, then why the secrecy? Why do they try and keep this behind closed doors? Why do they not show you? Why will they not show you the realities of what happens?
Yeah, they did not expect us back.
Stay tuned, guys, because we've got some questions to ask these people later on. We captured things here. We captured things during the week that we were here, and we're going to put it to them a little bit later on. We're going to ask. We're going to see what their opinion is. We caught some things that I would deem outright bully-like behavior. Absolutely horrific. Guys, double tap the screen as you're coming into this live. Please put a 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Please put a 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to why we're here and the conversations we're having. And put 3 in the chat if you don't care about animals. Let me swap over with Lisa for a minute. Let you tell everyone why we're here and what's going on. Here you go. Take down, grab the...
If there's any movement from security, we'll film.
Yeah, I'm going to capture it. Don't worry. All right.
Yeah, guys, so we just did something. We were here this morning. We were here all morning. And we've now come back. So we left this morning. We left to make them feel, oh, the activist is gone now, so we can all relax. We can all go for our lunch, all happy and fine. No way. No way. We will be back here over and over and over and over. You will not ever see us stop until animals have liberation. Until they have liberation, we will be here regardless of what everyone else says to us, how anyone else mocks, or whatever. We will be here because it's the right thing to do to defend these animals. Please, when you come into the stream, double tap the screen. It helps the animals because it pushes this algorithm out to more and more people who need to see this. We have been here now. We've had a presence here for 5 days. John, Monday, Alex, Tuesday, myself and Steve the last 3 days because the animals need defending. There's been breaches of this facility. We've captured some stuff as well. We're going to show you on the screen what we captured this week alone. It's awful. It's awful. Now, we will never stop applying pressure to places like this. We will never stop defending the animals because good people don't realise what they're paying for and they need someone to tell them. These industries have lied to you. They have lied to you in your face. They're mugging you off. If you are not vegan, you have been mugged off. You've been mugged off by these industries. Okay, because when people go vegan, that's when they know the truth about these industries. They see what happens to the animals and they change. Number 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Put number 2 in the chat if you're not vegan yet, but you are open-minded and just don't know the industry. And number 3, put number 3 in the chat for those small minority of people in this world who are just classed as psychopaths. And double tap that screen. Don't forget to subscribe. The more you comment, the more you like and share, the more this gets pushed to people who need to see the reality. This morning on this live, we've had people go vegan. We've had people thank us for not understanding the industry, and now they know. When you have knowledge, you have power. When you have the knowledge, you have the power to change, because these industries, like slaughterhouses and animal farms, collapse when you stop paying them. The public have the power to stop this like that. Use your power and remove yourself from the industry. So that means living vegan and not paying. Thank you. Wow, so much support today.
Loads of support here today.
Wow.
Wow, that's like the 5th or 6th person supporting.
And feel their passion as well. Like, this is what happens when good people change. Then you become a team in your army against the industries that are oppressing animals. Who thinks stabbing animals in the throat is okay? If you're against stabbing animals and hurting them, put a red heart in the comments now. If you're against animals being harmed in any aspect at all, put a red in the comment now. Red heart in the comment section now.
Dairy cows don't get killed for milk.
This is a dairy slaughterhouse. All dairy cows from the dairy industry are killed because of the dairy industry. The whole time you are paying for dairy, there is a mother cow who's had pregnation forced upon her. I'll explain the industry in a moment. Double tap that screen. Keep pushing the heart, comment and share, comment, like, ask questions. All dairy cows are killed. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Forcible pregnation. They have their babies kidnapped from them and stolen. If the babies are born a male in the dairy industry that don't produce milk, they are classed as a waste product. They kill those babies. Every single animal you eat is a baby. Every single animal you eat, consume, is an infant, individual, sentient being just like you and I. Just like you and I. Double tap that screen, guys. We have just come back after this morning being here for a few hours this morning, applying pressure, having presence outside of this disgusting facility that stab animals, by the way. Stab animals in there. That's what they do in here. They kill them. We then left, and now we're back. Because when you leave, these people think, oh, the activists are gone, I can go for lunch, I can relax. No, they flipping can't. We'll come straight back. We'll be here as much as we possibly can, applying pressure and being a presence outside these facilities.
People saying it's the circle of life, though.
No, it's a circle of absolute murder and death. Imagine if someone killed you or someone you loved, your wife or your mother, and said, oh, it's a circle of life. It's all right, Jeffrey Dahmer, it's the circle of life. The circle of life is just a song from Elton John, from The Lion King. You're literally quoting Disney, trying to justify the murder, the stabbing, the exploitation, their forcible pregnation, the kidnap of these animals from an Elton John Disney song. What a loser. Don't be that kind of loser. Be a hero for the animals. Defend the animals. It's not a lot to ask for. Number 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Number 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but open-minded. And number 3 in the chat if you're someone who would say circle of life and you're that loser. This is serious, okay? This is serious. Behind me, I have witnessed all week and months, we hear all the time, individuals just like you going through these gates, being forced into a lairage and being killed. I've looked into their eyes. My heart is broken. I go to bed at night and all I can think about is all those eyes that I've looked back at, knowing that I couldn't save them today, knowing that I could not go in there without being arrested and taking those animals. But by being here, you have the power to save those animals who are yet to be born. Who are yet to be born. If you were in their position, you would beg somebody to be fighting for you. And I hope someone does fight for you. Because you're not a bad person. You're not a bad person. We're not here to clash. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Number 2 in the chat if you're open-minded, but not vegan yet. And number 3, if you love stabbing animals and you love hurting people and you're just that small minority of psychopaths in the world, double tap that screen and please subscribe. Now we did something today that I don't think they expected. So this is day 5 of presence being outside this slaughterhouse here each day this week. We've seen many things I'm going to be showing you today on the camera. I'm going to show you what we have captured in just this week at this disgusting facility. Today we arrived and then we left and now we're back. Because when people do horrible things to animals, you got to change up your tactic. You got to change up your tactic and be unpredictable. Please double tap that screen. Let's change it up as well. Put a green heart in the comment section if you're vegan. Green hearts if you're vegan. Put a red heart in the comment section if you're open-minded but just don't understand the industry and it's not your fault and you're not vegan yet. And put a black heart in the comments for those small psychopathic people who love to stab animals in the throat.
Oh, Renee's just become our first member. Now we're monetized on this channel.
Oh,
Renee.
thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming a member on this channel as well.
Renee is the first one. Renee, thank you so much.
Yeah, so guys, I just want to thank the vegans who were in the room this morning, who then came back and kept an eye on our live to come back for our second live stream of the day. We've done this today because they expected us here this morning after this 5-day pressure campaign. This week, we had security here this morning, all over there. The gate was already on an automated, on a manual push, which means the security had to run the gate up and down. We then left earlier because we did like our normal thing, but we're becoming unpredictable. We then have come back, and they did not expect us to come back. Guys, put hearts in the comments. Remember, if you're vegan, please put a green heart in the comment section for vegans, red hearts for open-minded people who just don't know any better yet and not vegan yet, and black hearts for those people who are just psychopaths.
What are we doing here today? Why are we doing this?
Okay, so this is a slaughterhouse. Behind me, they kill dairy cows and they kill beef cows. But it wouldn't matter if they killed chickens, pigs, anyone. Nobody should be killing anybody, okay? Animals are anybody's, same as we are animals as well. Humans are animals too. No animal should ever go through a slaughterhouse gate, should ever have oppression put upon them. You shouldn't, and the animals shouldn't. The non-human animals shouldn't too. It is not okay what happens. They need defending. This is urgent. Double tap that screen, guys. Put a 1 in the comments for vegans. If you're vegan, put a 1 in the comments. 2, if you are open-minded but not vegan yet. And number 3, if you're just that anti-vegan troll who hates animals.
Why don't the consumers, why don't the public know about the lies of the RSPCA?
People don't know because all they care about is money. They only care about money. They're stabbing animals, using animals, commodifying animals, taking everything from those animals for money. Go get a job somewhere else. There's literally a quick bit across the road. Why can't they go and get a job over there? Stop doing something that is a moral crime against these animals and do something else. It's so simple to understand. If you're not vegan, you pay for the exploitation of animals, whether that's in the food industry, whether that's meat, leather, eggs, wool, animal testing.
Renee, thank you so much for your super thanks, Renee. Renee's put, do people in here think when your own life ends, should the balance of suffering you've caused to others be as small as possible or doesn't matter? I wouldn't save someone from a burning house who plans to cause the most. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. Yeah.
I dedicate my lives to the animals because I
100%
used to
Renee,
pay for this.
Let's get the umbrella quick.
I used to pay for animals to go to slaughter for me. I'm upset that I even existed in this world because animals have likely even gone through these gates because I existed. I hate that. I wish my family had the opportunity to know the reality so they could shield me from that violence and that oppression that I'm so against in my heart. From a child, the moment I was born, my heart was vegan. The moment I was born, that was taken away from me. My innocence was taken away from me because I was fed animal products. I was made to wear certain things. Now have the opportunity to learn and understand what happened so you can change. Don't let your kids be part of this either, and don't let the animals be the victim because of you and your family. Guys, in the chat, put number 1 if you're vegan, number 2 if you're open-minded, and number 3 if you hate animals. Steve, can we switch for a bit?
Yeah, sure. Because camera.
My voice is starting to go a bit.
Yeah. You got the umbrella over
Yeah.
there? Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Okay, guys. Now listen, guys, I want you to stay on this stream for a big reason that if you stay on this stream for more than 15 minutes, you'll leave this stream a different person than what you was when you came on this stream. I want to make it really clear that vegans aren't your enemy. Vegans aren't attacking you. Vegans aren't pointing their fingers at you saying you're a bad person for what you do, because the industry have indoctrinated you into not understanding and to actually never even critically think about what it is you are supporting when you buy animal bodies or animal secretions. So this is why we say, if you put a red heart in the chat and you're not vegan, but you're open to conversation, you're exactly who we need in this room, along with them awesome vegans defending the animals in the chat. With that said, let's put a 1 in the chat for vegans, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but you're open to that conversation, and 3 in the chat if you don't care about animals. Double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. This is our live stream channel, guys. We have a main channel for our big videos. This is our live channel where we go to slaughterhouses and various places and we live stream to you, the general public, the truth that the industry do not want you to know. And why did the industry not want you to know? Because good people, when they're shown the realities, remove their support for this violent industry. Anybody who has the ability to critically think, who feels empathy towards animals, who does care, who has an ounce of compassion in their heart, when they see a mother cow being taken in here to be stabbed to death, most likely with a baby inside of her tummy, so they can buy some cheese or some cow's milk for their coffee, they think, no way am I going to be responsible for that again.
But Steve, other animals eat other animals.
Yeah, but you know, other animals do a lot of other bad stuff to other animals. We'd never justify doing that. You know, animals force themselves on other animals. If you did that to someone else and then went to court and said, listen, lions though, do you think the judge would go, oh, good point, yeah, carry on? Of course not. You know, you have the options. You don't have to do this. When there's no necessity, there's no justification. You know, we have to remember there's a very real victim here, and it's the animals who are behind this gate, guys. They're behind that gate. I can smell them. I can smell the death behind that gate. It's less than 20 meters away. The kill floor is right here. I can smell them being stabbed to death.
How many trucks have gone in today?
Loads of trucks have gone in today, and I believe a lot more are coming, which is why I want people to stay in here and watch with your own eyes. Put 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're not vegan, but you're open to our message, and 3 if you don't care about animals. But stay in this chat, guys, because you need to see the reality and the truth.
Ian put, I'm vegetarian, why do I need to be vegan? Thank you for your question.
Ian, thank you for your comment. Now, vegetarian is a diet to begin with, whereas vegan is an ethical position against exploiting animals. Now, a lot of vegetarians who I speak to believe that they don't cause any harm. But like what we're talking about here right now, these cows that are being brought in here today, predominantly are dairy cows. The dairy industry is a standalone industry. The cows exploited for their secretions are a different breed of cows to those exploited for their bodies. So vegetarians would still be paying for animals to be stabbed to death, for cheese and for milk and for eggs, etc.
Renee kindly gave us another super thanks.
Oh,
but
thank you,
surely
Renee.
all the smarty pants meat trolls in here can tell us the ethically significant trait difference between Homo sapiens and all other species, which justifies the difference in treatment.
Yeah, you know what? 100%,
well
Renee. And how sick are we as activists going, name the moral difference between you and the cows, and they go, they're cows. You're like, that's not a moral difference. Like, come on. They're like, double tap the screen, guys, and let me explain to you more. When we talk about moral differences, we're talking about what is the traits that one possesses that means that it is okay to commodify, to exploit and execute them, that the other one doesn't. What is it about you as a human? What do you have? What is the thing that we morally consider about you as a human that means you have a right to your bodily autonomy and your life that isn't significant of cows, chickens, pigs, sheep? Whilst you're thinking about that, guys, put green hearts in the chat for vegans, put red hearts in the chat for not vegans, but you're open to conversation, and black hearts for people who don't care.
So Stockbridge has just asked the question, if we go vegan, then we would be lacking proteins and fats. You see meat as needed, hence why almost every single animal eats meat.
Exactly what the industry have told you. This is an exact carbon copy of the industry lies. And they do it with an appeal to authority, because they ask doctors and nurses to give you this kind of information, that you get iron and protein from animals' bodies and secretions. Listen, the body needs nutrients, but guess what? You get to select the ingredients. Now, when you can get the same nutrients from plants, and you can select the ingredients coming from a source that didn't scream for their life on the kill floor in a slaughterhouse, why would you not choose that option? This is the point we're putting across, guys.
Thank you to Paula Visham for their kind super thanks, but keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the support, guys. Yeah, this channel got monetized this morning, so Hopefully that's going to help us do a bit more activism. So any support, we greatly appreciate it. All goes towards helping the animals as always. Thank you so much. Guys, as you're coming in this chat, I want to see 1 for vegan, 2 for not vegan but open to conversation, and 3 if you don't care about animals.
And to any vegans, continuously put those green hearts because it's hard to see the chat now.
Let me give you some background, guys, for those of you who are just joining us right now. We're here today. This is the back of a 5-day campaign where we have presence outside the front of this slaughterhouse, and we've documented this slaughterhouse from Monday to Friday. We had John here on Monday, Alex here on Tuesday. We've been here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, we're not here from a welfare position whatsoever. We're abolitionist animal rights activists. But what happened is the FSA came here back in June. They ran an audit, and that audit came with 18 minor non-compliances, but 6 major non-compliances. Now you can go to animalaid.org.uk and you can go and look at this yourself. Animal Aid have reported on this FSA report. Now in that FSA report, the ABP food group Guildford here got a general satisfactory mark. A general satisfactory mark means that they are supposed to have another visit from the FSA within the next 3 months. Now, Alex, Mel, and myself looked at the data sets on the FSA website, which is the open public source where your members of public yourself, you can go and have a look at, and nothing has been updated. Now, these data sets get updated monthly, and nothing has been updated. So what's happened? Did the FSA come back within 3 months? We don't know. Did the FSA come back and nothing's changed and they're just continuing? We don't know. The one thing that we do know, though, is animals are still going inside here today. And this is February. What's the date today? The 20th of February today, or 19th, like 19th or 20th of February today? Now, animals are going inside here today. Now, that audit was conducted back in June. Why the hell are animals still going inside this facility today if the FSA have deemed 6 major non-compliances? Again, we're not here from a welfare position. We're here from an animal rights abolitionist position. But what we're trying to do is show you that you should create doubt in your mind as the consumer to what the industry tells you. Because the industry tell you either lies or they tell you the smoke and mirror humane wash to continue your support, to continue you buying animal products. Double tap the screen, guys. Put 1 if you're vegan, put 2 if you're not vegan but open to conversation, and put 3 if you don't care about animals.
Yeah,
Let me just get Mel to just pull the waterproof sack up around me on my thing. I'll be back 1 second, guys. It's just started to pour.
Oh, guys,
Can you get it off?
No, I can't get it. You stay under the camera. I'll go that side while she
No,
get it.
here you go. It's here.
All right, guys, please keep double tapping that stream. We're just going to protect our equipment with the...
You got it? You just pull it up and
hold the
around.
umbrella. Hold the umbrella.
Yeah. 1 second, guys. We're back. It's just really started raining here. And we've got the equipment in my bag, so making sure it's safe.
Okay, you all good?
All good?
Okay, I think that's covered.
Excellent.
Hello.
Thank you. Right, there you go.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, I was
Okay, guys. 1 in the chat if you're vegan.
I was just going to read out Brandon's comment when you said that. Can you say it again so I can read it out because I've lost it now? Sorry.
What happened? We lost
Brandon,
it?
yeah.
All right. 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but open to this conversation. 3 if you don't care about animals. Guys, we're not here to clash. We're here to come alongside you and say the industry's lied. The industry's made you a good person pay for some of the most horrific violence to childlike beings.
Oh, Brandon, he put, this is true. This is a right thing to do. Cows are the same as us humans. Keep this up and hope you lot do well and change this. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for your support. 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but you're open to the conversation. 3 in the chat if you don't care about animals. We're outside of a slaughterhouse, guys. This gate behind me, this green gate behind me, it will open up today. Animals will be taken inside to be killed. The next time it opens up is when their bodies come out in refrigerated trucks to find their way to the supermarkets. Now, when we say that you are not far removed from this violence when you're the consumer, it's because when you go to the supermarket and you pay your money and you buy the body part or you buy the secretion, the eggs, the milk, the cheese, the butter, the chocolate bars, whatever it may be, when you vote with your money, what you're doing is you're creating a demand. You're saying, I want to buy this product. If you supply this product, I will buy this product. Now, all the time you demand personally for animals to go inside slaughterhouses to die, you are responsible. 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to this conversation. 3 if you don't care about animals and you think they should be exploited for you.
And no one has put a genuine question. What would your solution be?
The solution would be for everyone to be vegan. Everyone should stop paying to exploit animals. Animals should have basic fundamental rights. They should have at least 2 rights, in my opinion. 1 to their bodily autonomy, and 2, the right to their own life. That would be a start, leaving them alone. We need to identify that animals are here with us, not for us. Who are we to have the audacity to believe that we should enslave, commodify, exploit and execute animals however we see fit, just because we can, even though we have alternatives? We don't need to rip the skin off of animals to wear them as jackets. We've got synthetic leathers, we've got synthetic furs. We don't need to test on animals. We've got organ on a chip. We've got, what's it called, artificial skins. Yeah. We've got computer modeling. We don't need to. We don't need to strap horses up and make them pull carriages so people can pretend they're in a fairy tale. We've got cars. We've got people that could do that. Why are we doing this to animals? This is an absolute atrocity. Don't be part of it.
Rene, thank you again for your kind super thanks.
Thank you,
but
Rene.
If human species was the relevant trade difference, then that would be abusing dogs for fun is okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we'd say they're just dogs. They're just dogs.
Alpha Market, thank you so much for your kind super thanks as well. They haven't put a comment, but thank you so much for helping.
The support is really overwhelmingly appreciated. Thank you.
It means a lot.
It does mean a lot. But guys, come on. Double tap the screen, like the stream. Animals are going to be coming here today. 1 if you're vegan, 2 if you're not vegan, but you're open to that conversation.
What have we done this morning?
This morning we have been here. We got here early this morning. We came here. Now, day 5, guys. The 5th day when we turned up, security were already here. They were already here. The gate was already running manual. This camera was already facing down the road. Put hearts in the chat, by the way, if you're, let's do red hearts if you're not vegan, but you're open to why we're here.
Yeah. Ellen, thank you so much for your kind super thanks and really sweet emoji.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It means we can be out here more and more and more. Honestly, I can't even express to you how much that helps. So thank you.
One thing that you notice, guys, when we do this 2-3 times a week. When I stand here, and I'm sure Mel's the same, when I see the animals' eyes come past me, and I know in my heart, I know I can't save them, but they mattered. They mattered. That individual mattered. Their life to them mattered. Everything that they were experiencing mattered. They were having their subjective experience. In their head, they had their own world. They had their own desires, their own dreams, their own want for freedom. And I see it when I look in their eyes. I see them looking at me as they come past me here. They look me deep in the eyes and I make eye contact with them. And I know that they know that I'm one of the good guys because of the way that they look at me. They look at me with an eye that screams help. Now, the only way I can help them is by talking to you, and I hope that you have the same heart as me, the empathetic, kind, compassionate heart that says, no way am I being responsible for that violence towards them ever again.
Annie Curdle put, what is a vegan?
A vegan is someone who is against exploiting animals. So vegans would never go to the zoo, they'd never go to the aquariums, they would never buy products tested on animals, they would never wear animals' fur, skin, leather, whatever it may be for fashion items. They'd never eat animals, whether it's the secretions or whether it's body parts. We would defend animals. We speak up for them. We identify them as a victim that needs help, and we're trying to appeal to kind people to help them.
Kay's put a great comment. Loads of green hearts, but I'm eating barbecue tofu. Yum.
Amazing.
Because nothing changes for you when you go vegan, right?
Absolutely. This is one of the biggest things, guys. Whenever you speak to a vegan, they'll say, I wish I knew this earlier. Why did no one tell me? I wish I knew this. Because for me, nothing has changed. I can have burger and chips tonight. I'll just get a vegan burger. I can have vegan pizza tonight. I can have anything I like, but just get the vegan version. Then no one has screamed for their life inside of a slaughterhouse. Nothing changes. 1, if you're vegan and you have made that change to remove your support for this violence. 2, if you are not yet vegan, but you're listening to what we're saying. And 3, if you're a troll and we should ignore your comments, please double tap the screen. Let's get the likes well over 200 in this stream. Animals are coming any minute.
Okay, so Villager put factory farms the only bad thing. We need healthy outdoor grass-fed free-range farms. There's nothing wrong with eating animals because we are animals and a tiger given the chance would eat us.
Again, this is another industry standard response. from someone who has literally been indoctrinated and conditioned by the industry. It's a little bit like the general public are against cage-free eggs, right? The general public would pay more money for free-range eggs. Now, ask yourself why they use small holding farms, local farms, RSPCA assured, red tractor certified, organic, free range. Why are them terms there? Double tap the screen and I'll tell you why them terms are there. The terms are there for the person who put that comment, because the person who put that comment believes in them terms. And rightly so, because it's all you've been told, it's all you've been shown. But we're here to show you. Today, you will see them small holding trucks turn up here in the tiny little trailers with 3 to 4 cows on. You'll also see huge HGV convoy trucks turn up here with maybe 50 to 100 cows on there. Now, both of them farms, they both end up here, behind me, behind this gate to this slaughterhouse. Irrelevant is where the animals are being farmed. The injustice comes when they have their heads cut off for optional products. But this we're against factory farming is the same as when people say I'm against halal.
Oh, I was just about to say something else. We have people saying, what about halal? What about halal?
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. It's easy for people to be against halal if they're not Muslim, because they can point their fingers and say Muslims are the bad ones because look what they're doing to the animals. But you've got to realize you're the same. Hey guys, there is no difference between halal slaughter and stun slaughter here. It's identical. Animals are having their lives taken. Just because you say a prayer before you stab them to death doesn't mean it's okay.
Someone, I think Kira, said, who's going to pay and look after the animals if everyone was vegan?
Good question. Thank you very much for your question.
Yeah,
now, what you've got at the moment is you have 80 to 90 billion animals, land animals alone, being bred into existence every year to be exploited and killed. We have 8 billion people, right? Now, as more people become vegan, the demand drops. Like what I spoke about earlier, the supply and demand chain drops. As that demand drops, the amount of animals being bred into existence is also going to drop. So we'll have a rise in vegans and we'll have a drop in animals being bred into existence to be exploited. We'll get to a tipping point, but by the time we get to that tipping point, you've got a world of humans who do morally consider animals. You've got a world of vegans, and I know every single vegan out there, when it comes to that point, will do everything that they can to find these animal sanctuaries, like what exists right now. But these animals will end up in sanctuaries, they'll be cared for, they'll be given freedom, they'll be given love, they'll be given the basics that they need to thrive and survive in every way that they should do. They're here with us, not for us, guys. Come on.
Thank you to the trolls who are giving us super thanks. That helps for us to defend the animals.
Yeah.
The Tramp question, what is your argument against the fact that meat is being wasted on the shelves, whether or not you buy them?
Listen, the argument isn't meat being wasted. The argument is animals being executed for it in the first place. So we're not here from a utilitarian point of view. This is an animal rights point of view. The animals should never be exploited and executed. So we're not here saying don't waste things. We're here saying stop stabbing animals to death for optional products.
Well said.
Absolutely, this is an abolitionist position. There's no right way to do the wrong thing. Absolutely not. Guys, 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to what we're doing here today. 3 in the chat if you don't care about animals and you believe that it's your superiority complex rules, that you are the most important thing that walks this earth, and that you can do whatever you want to anybody that may be smaller or weaker than you.
I am Porter, I can't read your name, but we are omnivores. We need meat like another omnivore. Meat doesn't have stuff that you can't find anywhere else.
Okay, so this whole thing that we need meat is completely false. We do not need meat. You need nutrients, okay? Now, when you can get all them nutrients, when you're talking about meat, you're talking about amino acids, or you're talking about iron, you can get amino acids and iron from plant-based alternatives. So when you say we need it, this is just one of the industry lies that you're told. You need to drink cow's milk for calcium. You look into the science behind cow's milk for calcium. Cow's milk actually leaches calcium from your bones and makes your bones more brittle. When you drink cow's milk, because you're not a baby cow, it creates an acidic environment inside your body. Your body then needs to neutralize the acidic environment. It does it by leaching calcium from your own bones to neutralize that pH balance. This is absolutely ridiculous, guys. This is the bullshit excuses that you're told when you're younger to keep you doing this to animals, and you don't need to. Now, you may not have known that. You may be saying, I'm an omnivore, I have to eat meat, this is what we have to do. But I'm here today to show you that you don't. If you don't believe me, click in the description, go and look at the documentaries in the link tree and find out for yourself. 1 in the chat, guys, if you're vegan. 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to the conversation while we're here. 3 in the chat if you don't care about animals and you think you're the most important thing that walks this planet.
Someone just said, what about if you go and hunt an animal every so often?
Doesn't matter if you hunt an animal every so often or every day. To the one that is hunted, it matters. This is where the rights violation comes in. What gives you the right to go into the forest, go into the sea, go into wherever you want to go and kill an animal for your taste pleasure? You do not need to. It is merely for your taste pleasure. Therefore, it is not justified.
Oh, another thumbs up. And Renee, thank you so much for being so generous again.
Renee, thank you.
Recent studies have found that on small farms, it's actually worse because it's less of a streamlined process and less control mechanisms. Not that it matters because the interests of animals get violated either way, but you're so right. So I think that's a German study, if I'm correct, where in a factory farm, everything's on an automated system, but in a smallholding farm, it's as and when the farmer can be bothered to come out and feed and do stuff with the animals. So,
yeah.
well said to anyone
Absolutely.
who thinks... Yeah.
Absolutely, and these small holding farms, they're used for smoke screens for factory farms because the general public believe they're paying for this humane lie. Guys, listen, you can't take the word humane and put it in front of an injustice to make it okay. I can't humanely be racist, can I? Oh, I'm a humane racist, don't worry about me. Double tap the screen, guys, double tap the screen, like this stream. Animals will be here today, we want you to see them. I can smell them being killed behind me, by the way.
Yeah, because what's happened this morning, Steve? This
morning we've been here, we were here for about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that, and then we left. So when you come to these facilities as an animal rights activist, they know what's going on, right? So they know that you're going to be here for a few hours. The typical procedure might be that they phone the haulage companies, they phone the smallholders, they phone the farmers and they say, listen, we've got activists out the front with cameras, and they're going to show the consumer what we're actually up to here. So if you don't want to be filmed, if you don't want the consumer to see the unethical, immoral acts that you do to make your profit margins, then just hold off for an hour or 2. We'll give you a call once the activists go. We go down the road, we wait there for a second, and then we come back, because within that time, they've made the call, yeah, activists are gone, all good, coast is clear. We turn up, pressure applies, then they come with the animals.
And people ask about your shoes again. You're wearing the shoes, aren't you?
My shoes are vegan. My shoes are super dry. These are vegan leather shoes. When we talk about things not changing for you, there you go. Go and check them out. Super dry, vegan leather. No animal had their skin ripped off their back while they were screaming for their friends, family, and life inside of a slaughterhouse so I can have a fashion accessory. Guys, I want to see green hearts in that chat if you're vegan. Flood it. Put as many green hearts as you can, over and over and over. Spam it with green hearts. Red hearts if you are not vegan but you're listening to what we're saying. And I want to see some black hearts if you are so cold that you don't care about animals, you don't care about this message.
I just want to point this out. Someone just said they get skinned after they're killed. Oh, well, actually, they get skinned whilst they're still alive, hanging up on the shackle line. In fact, our friend, 40-year-old vegan, has witnessed a dairy cow from the dairy industry being hung up on the line, having her baby cut out of her because she was pregnant, whilst they were ripping her skin off her face.
Man,
that's what happens in these places.
I'm so ashamed what we do to animals.
Same.
I'm so ashamed. I hang my head in shame as a human. We are a disgusting parasite on this planet. We are horrific. We don't deserve to be graced with animals' presence. The animals are pure, they are innocent, they've committed no crimes. These animals here, in my opinion, double tap the screen by the way guys, my opinion, these animals here, they're born into the slave trade. Now, tell me what's different, right? They're born, given a number, and they're controlled. Every element of their life is controlled. When they eat, when they sleep, when they stand, when they lay down, when they walk, where they go, even when they die. Now, what part of that is not slavery? It is, in my opinion, anyway.
How come it's okay for animals to eat other animals?
Animals eating other animals is the same as we said earlier. Animals do other stuff to other animals. We would never justify that as human beings. Am I happy that lions eat other animals? Of course not. Am I happy that there are carnivores in the world that kill animals? Of course not. But you're not that animal. You're not in that situation. You have moral agency. You have options. You cannot pick a trait from an animal and just decide, I'm going to apply that trait to me and justify all its violence. Why would you not force yourself on someone else and use that same argument? If you did, it would sound stupid. 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but open to the conversation, and 3 if you don't care about animals.
Vinegar, I knew you were a farmer purely by your answers. They all just say the same thing. So he put, you can only be vegan in the 21st century, and even today it's difficult. My family's been farmers and hunters for 20 generations. Gross. Yeah. I'm sorry that you're part of that family.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you've been indoctrinated and forced into such a horrific living environment. I'd be ashamed if I was you personally, and I wouldn't want to be seen out in public with people knowing that that's what my family did. Now, you just said, did you say you can be vegan, but it's difficult?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck then? It doesn't matter. Still be vegan. I don't care how fucking hard it is to be vegan. You be vegan. That's like me saying, guys, I'm finding it pretty difficult to not be racist, so it's going to do a little bit of it, especially like now, 21st century.
Yeah, and our ancestors had slaves, so...
Yeah, like, just going to have a few slaves. And you know what? Like, it's pretty difficult to make a living, so I'm just going to do this, like, child trafficking thing. So, you know, I find it a bit difficult. Who's got it worse? Who has it worse? You or the animals inside there having their heads cut off right now, who woke up this morning with the same hope in their heart as you did? They went in there today with the same dreams of living life free. Yeah, you think that you have it the hardest? Fuck you.
Yeah, victim play. Renee, thank you again for your super thanks.
Oh, thank you, Renee.
Talk with dog owners about their dogs and they will agree how intelligent, individualistic and morally valuable they are. But replace the species and suddenly some people want to see objects in them. Stop lying to yourself. That is so true.
You know, I'm absolutely sick of seeing comments of trolls where a dog is in their profile picture. This is speciesism at its heart. This is the indoctrination and the conditioning. Dogs, cats, dolphins, I tell you what, like dogs and cats, right? We're going to give them Christian names, put them inside our homes. We're going to love them. You know, we're going to give them everything. We're going to even mourn them. When we lose a dog or a cat or a companion animal, we're heartbroken. 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're open to the conversation but not vegan yet, and 3 if you don't care about animals.
And vegans, this is your moment to absolutely go crazy with those green hearts in this chat. Just put loads and loads and loads of green hearts for the animals in this chat right now.
I want to come back to Renee's comment because, yeah, we mourn our animals like we've lost family members, our companion animals. But Renee's right. What's the difference between the dogs and the cows and the chickens and the lambs and the pigs? Have you ever spent time around these animals that are farmed and slaughtered and executed for these products? Go to your local sanctuary. Go and say to the local animal sanctuary, you can Google my local sanctuary. I heard these vegans shouting outside of a slaughterhouse the other day about seeing these animals up close. I've come to help out for the day. Go and spend time around cows. Go and see how gentle they are.
Yeah.
Go and see how similar they are to your companion animals. We spend so much time working out what's different between animals to allow us to exploit them and execute them for optional products. If we spend a fraction of the time realizing what's similar, we'd stop this bullshit in an instant.
100% well said. Thank you to every single vegan who is doing this right now. It's so nice to see the animal defenders coming together.
Yeah.
We're out here, like personally, but you're here with us as well. You're standing with us. Now, continue doing that. Let's see the support for the animals. But now I want people to join in who love animals or maybe have a dog or cat at home who are not vegan yet. Put red heart comments in the comment section.
Yeah, guys, put them in there. Like,
Just so I can see the difference between who actually is a good person but doesn't understand the industry
You know
yet.
what as well? Please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification, because if today's live stream hasn't been enough for you, I want you to come back to the next live stream and the next live stream and the next live stream. We go to gas chambers for chickens. Did you know that the chickens that you eat, the chickens who are grown for meat, they're only 42 days old, 6 weeks old, and they are gassed inside gas chambers in the UK. Now, they're the equivalent of disabled babies. They're born into a body that grows so fast, their organs give up, their legs break, and they're laying on the barns, dying on their faces. This is the reality behind chicken farms. Come with us the next time we go. So make sure you're subscribed.
I want to say thank you to GB Forever for being in this chat. They're the red hearts at the moment. Thank you for putting those red hearts
Thank you, red
in there.
hearts. Guys, did you know when trolls say, oh, bacon though, did you know that your bacon came off of the body of a 6-month-old piglet who was also put inside of a CO2 gas chamber? CO2, by the way, guys, forms carbonic acid on their lungs and on their eyes, and it burns them from the inside out. They then get shackled on one leg and stabbed to death. All of this for an optional taste pleasure. I'm just going to swap back over with Mel for a minute and let Mel speak to you for a little bit.
I think it might have stopped raining, but...
That's all right, I'll hold it there just in case.
Okay, so guys, keep double tapping that screen, keep those hearts coming in. And I just want to tell you what we've been up to today and why we are vegan, because we haven't always been vegan. So we have been running a 5-day pressure campaign here, which may go on for longer as well, but we're not going to let them know what's happening. We need the pressure to always be here. But we've had John on Monday apply pressure here. Alex on Tuesday has been out here. Myself and Steve have been here Wednesday, Thursday, and today. There's FSA breaches of this facility. They are not adhering to the minimum animal welfare standards. Even if they were, means nothing to the animals, okay? We're not here for welfare, we're abolitionists. This should not happen to anybody. And today, we turned up for a couple hours this morning. We then left and we came back. We tried to do like a strategy move, because when you leave, they feel, oh, okay, the activists are gone now. We can now go and have lunch or whatever. We came back and we saw them all freak out again. Now, there's been no trucks for a while right now, but this morning and all through the week, we have seen countless individuals go through these gates of hell. Dairy cows from the dairy industry, mothers from the dairy industry. Cow's milk is only for the baby cows, not for you. So if you're drinking cow's milk, you're not a baby cow. You have been brainwashed, you have been indoctrinated. That is the definition of propaganda and lies that have been put upon you because you have believed it. They're mugging you off, thinking you're going to believe that you're a baby cow and drink cow's milk, right? Double tap that screen, guys. Keep those hearts coming in right now. Now, it was actually the dairy industry that turned us both vegan on the spot. We watched an incredible activist called Joey Carbstrong randomly came up on our TV. We didn't choose to watch this. It came up and it said something like debating the public about dairy, something like that. And I remember thinking, like, what the hell? Like, why would you debate anyone about dairy? Don't cows just eat grass and produce milk? I was so wrong. I was so wrong. What I saw, I didn't realize would change my life forever. It changed our entire trajectory of our entire existence. I saw inside of a slaughterhouse. I saw a mother cow inside a facility not so different from this, laying on her side whilst the slaughterman was cutting her throat over and over and over. I saw the fear in her eyes. I saw how much pain she was in. And I was like, why the hell are they doing this? To steal her breast milk for her baby. And then it suddenly dawned on me, I'm not vegan. She's in there for me. Just like all the other animals, they've been in there for me because I existed. So we both went vegan on the spot, and now we dedicate our lives to helping the animals, to showing good people. Just like myself and Steve before we were vegan would say we loved animals and would respect animals, all that kind of stuff. Give those people the opportunity to see the reality so they can make that powerful change. And it is a powerful change because it's black and white, right? If here's a line, this side is non-vegans, and animals go to slaughter, and animals are tested on and used on. Here's the line, right? Let's do this. I'm not going to pay for that. That's a vegan. That's literally a vegan. Vegan is someone who's a normal person who doesn't put their money into the industries that exploit animals. We don't view animals as a product or anything. It's a mindset shift. Now, it's really weird as well. Like, when I say that, my mindset has always been like animals are not food or they're not here to be used. But in my head, I had this cognitive dissonance. I would see my dog and our cat and I'd be like, oh, I love them. And then I'd go and eat like a chicken burger. But when I ate that chicken burger, I didn't see chicken. I just saw a shape in bread. I saw a shape in bread. I was disconnected. Now we go to gas chambers. We see those chickens before they go into a gas chamber. Now we're outside slaughterhouses right now, like today. Because animals need us. We will never stop fighting for the animals. Animals will have liberation. You just got to catch up with the morals. This is a moral crime here. One day, this will be illegal. And it will be criminal in the eyes of the law to do this to animals. What side of history are you going to be in? What is your legacy going to be? Are you going to die knowing that you had an opportunity to do the right thing and you chose not to? Or are you going to die saying, no, someone once told me the reality and I saw it and I suddenly understood I wouldn't want to be in their position and I went vegan because that was the right thing to do, because you're principled, you have morals, and you're a good person. I hope you choose to go vegan today, like many people have on this live stream today, for those animals that desperately need you, and they desperately need you fighting urgently. Thank you to every single person who has been in here, vegan or not, but a special thank you to those vegans, those animal defenders that are out here with us on this live stream every single time. Thank you to every super thanks, every like, share, comment, every message of kindness. It means so much. We are a team together and we are never going to stop, and I know you aren't as well. Please subscribe, please watch Dominion on YouTube, and we're going to see you on the next live stream.